One age-old question I get all the time is who can attend the daily Scrum? Well, the Scrum Guide is clear. Developers are mandatory participants in the daily Scrum. If you're a developer on that Scrum team, you will be attending every daily Scrum, but the daily Scrum is open for anyone to attend. Anyone who's interested in what's happening on your team, what kind of progress they're making, what kind of challenges they're having, is welcome to show up to your team's daily Scrum. Now, they don't get to participate, they don't get to ask questions or provide updates. Think of this as read-only access to your team's daily Scrum. But imagine that Mary is a QA manager and she's got a person or two who work for her on that Scrum team of yours, and she wants to know what's happening. She doesn't have to wait for some status meeting to get scheduled. She doesn't have to wait for some status report to get sent out. All she needs to do is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., show up, dial in, zoom in to that team's Scrum, and she will hear in real time, direct from the source, unfiltered, exactly what people are working on, exactly what kind of challenges they're having, exactly what they're choosing to focus on at any given moment in time, and she'll get all of that in 15 minutes or less. You can easily make the argument that for that manager, like Mary, this might be the most valuable 15 minutes she spends all day. And so the daily Scrum is about creating visibility, it's about creating openness, it's about providing transparency, and as Scrum Masters, our responsibility is to increase visibility and transparency, and so we want these stakeholders to attend. Think of the open kitchen concept restaurant, right? This has become pretty popular. The open kitchen concept restaurant is where in a restaurant, the kitchen isn't hidden behind a wall, it's not in some other room, it's visible and exposed to us, the diners. And the reason why this is popular and we like that isn't so that we can see the ingredients or steps in our favorite dishes so we can take the recipe and go make it for ourselves. The reason why we like it is because we get to see how those people in the kitchen handle food. We get to see what they do when one of those wings falls off the plate and onto the floor. Do they pick it up off the floor, put it back on the plate, or do they make a brand new plate of wings? Even if it's not your plate of wings, even if you don't eat wings, the fact that you can see how they handled that order, that plate of food, instills you with some confidence as to how they might handle yours. If they do the right thing on that dish, you feel like they're more likely to do the right thing on yours. And so with increased transparency and visibility that the organization has in your team, the more confidence and trust that your team earns. And the more confidence and trust that your team earns, the more autonomy your team will gain. The next time your team wants to try out some new tool, make some process change, get some relief from some process requirement, the more confidence and trust the organization has in your team, the more likely they'll have the freedom to try it. You want to increase transparency. You want people to show up to the daily Scrum because it's just an opportunity for them to see into your kitchen.